Hey guys, this is Therapy Through Pixels, and let's paint a portrait together. My cat's here too. By the way, this is Bagheera, my little old man. He likes to hang around with me while I paint, but that usually means I get a few stray hairs in my paints. So anyway, the new trailer for the Devil May Cry Netflix anime just came out, and as a long-standing DMC fan, I have some bittersweet feelings about this anime, but really at the end of the day, I'm just really happy to see more of the characters and get some new fans into the franchise, some fresh blood, if you will. Now, I've painted tons of portraits, but I still get nervous when painting, like I am right here. I hesitate and I'm thinking things like, is this purple gonna be okay? Is it too red? Is it too saturated? And part of becoming an artist is just learning to sit with those uncomfortable self-doubts and embrace the process. Distress tolerance, as we call it in the therapy office. Looking back at this footage, you can really tell when like that lean-in moment happens for me and I start to move my brush a lot more decisively. But anyway, I'm painting these with my White Nights watercolors, which I'll be making a review for those soon. And I was thinking about making a tutorial on how I paint portraits. I thought it might be fun to make a tutorial with like a really cheap set of like, good old Crayola watercolors that we all used in like middle school and stuff. So if you're interested in that, please consider subscribing if you'd like to see that. So anyway, back to the trailer. Vergil's looking really nice here. We see some of his like signature katana blade work here. But then there's this close-up shot right there. And it's got the DMC fans a little tilted, at least my circle of the DMC fandom. Like, let me show you, okay? This is DMC3 Vergil, which is presumably what this Netflix Vergil is supposed to be based off of. And you can see, like, the vibes are pretty different. OG Vergil has this, like, angry orange cat energy, like, very fuck around and find out. And I'm just not getting that from this new design. Like, the new design looks like quarterback talking shit about their homecoming rival in the locker room. Okay, that's what it's getting. Oh, and here's what old Vergil looks like from DNC5. Not for any reason, just for your enjoyment. But as you can see, one of these things is not like the others. So I'm hoping Robbie Damon, who's voicing Vergil, helps kind of bring those vibes in. But that kind of also depends on what like direction they're giving him, and who knows. But I'm a fan of his work, so I'm optimistic. He has pretty good range. It's kind of funny. If you're a Persona fan, you might recognize his voice from one of the characters in there. So we're getting really fun clips like this.
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
But anyway... the show has made some other kind of odd voice acting choices, like Johnny Young Bosch is voicing Dante. I'm sure you're familiar with his work. He's super prolific voice actor. But what you might not know if you're not familiar with the Devil May Cry series is that he already voices one of the main characters, Nero, who bears a striking resemblance to Dante and Vergil, so it's kind of a strange choice. And I think it really kind of emphasizes that this adaptation is not made with respect for its source material. But anyway, I'm stopped. I'm done. I'm done whining. So anyway, for new fans, you might not be familiar with this character I've been yapping about for the past couple of minutes. So let me kind of tell you a little bit about Vergil. I'll give you some background information on him, but I'm gonna keep it pretty vague because I think some of this is gonna be in the anime, hopefully. But anyway, so Vergil Virgil is Dante's twin brother, slightly older twin. I guess that joke is made sometimes, but I don't know. His personality is the exact opposite of Dante's. Dante is a fiery goofball, and Virgil is very cool and serious. Dante's brash and playful, and Virgil's more stoic and disciplined. Dante's driven by justice, and Virgil is driven by power. And kind of trying again to avoid spoilers here, but what drives Dante and Virgil is how they processed a particular trauma that they both experienced when they were young. It's a response to vulnerability, after which Dante responded with a deep-seated desire to help those in need. In his own way, Virgil sought power and thus control. Control to maybe protect the ones he loves. And I think these two are a really good example. Sorry, we're taking a hard turn into mental health here, sorry. But I think Dante and Virgil are really good examples about how people respond to trauma in different ways. Like, while Dante experienced the exact same event that Virgil did, Dante leans more into humor and connection and humanity, and Virgil became more rigid, more controlled, more intolerant of vulnerability. And neither one of these responses is right or wrong, it's just survival. We all survive in different ways. Although maybe we can throw a little bit of shade Virgil's way. His body count is pretty high. But anyway, thank you for sitting here and just watching me yap about stuff. I had a lot to say. So yeah. So anyway, with the portrait here, I painted these with my watercolors, and I'm kind of going back over with my color pencils to kind of fill in some details and put in some colors I really wasn't able to with my watercolors. If you're more interested in that process, I'm going to talk about that when I do my review for my White Nights watercolors. And I I had to show you this angle. Okay, this is the angle I've been painting with for the past like couple hours. So it's so great. Look at it. I love it. Very handsome Squidward. Anyway, I'm done talking. I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of this. I hope you like it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.